Hey guys, welcome to the video. In today's video, we're going to be going over functional components for React. If you enjoy the content, make sure you smash that like button, and if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and support the channel. Now to start off, what are functional components? Functional components are a way of defining and creating reusable UI components using JavaScript functions. These JavaScript functions also can receive props, short for properties, as an input and return a React element describing the component's UI. So think of it as you can plug in data into the function to show custom data for the same component. These functional components contain JSX or TypeScript code, which gets translated into HTML in the browser. All right, and that's what functional components are. So now let's go dive into some code examples to show you how it's done. All right, so what we have here is a basic functional component. Starts with function, the name of the function, parentheses, and then the brackets. Inside is going to have a return statement, and then that's where you're going to put the JSX or TypeScript. And that's what's going to get returned on the UI. And then to export it to another file, you're going to write export default and then the function name. All right, so now we're going to run it locally through the browser. It should say hello world. And there you have it. Now we're going to go back and make our own component. So let's make a folder named components. And then let's make a file called greetings. First things first, we're going to import React. That way we're able to create the functional component and export it. So we're going to go function, name of the function. We're going to add props to this. That way we can add custom data into each functional component and make it different. Also right here, I'm using a TypeScript file. So if you're that's why I had to put the type of any for props right there. So it wouldn't throw any errors. But for JSX files, you won't need to add any type at all. All right, and now let's say hello person's name. So you can do props.name to add a new property called name. And then we're going to say, how's your day going? And now we're going to set up the export default, greeting. And let's go back to the other file. Oh, forgot import React right here. And now we're going to import the functional component that we just made. You can do so by typing import name of your component, and then you should be able to click return, and then it should be generated and grab it. And then to call the component in the code, you're going to do open bracket, name of the functional component, and then a self-closing bracket. And then we do have props, so we're going to type in the prop name. So our name was name, and then we're going to type in a name right here. We'll do Darius. And then let's see what gets displayed. And then it should get displayed saying, hey Darius, how was your day? Under hello world. And then there you have it. Now you have a customizable functional component. So let's just copy and paste this, change the name, and then we should have two lines saying, hey Darius and hey David. There you go. Now the best way to think of components is basically as a blueprint. And thinking of it this way, you're going to be able to create reusable components that will help fast track your code production. All right, and now up next, I'm going to show you how to map custom components. If you had like JSON or a list, you can iterate through it. Like think of if you have messages or something like that, you're going to have multiple of the same components back to back, and we're just going to be planting in the data and iterating through that. And now we're going to map through names, and for each name we are going to create a new greeting function. So open bracket greeting, and then we're going to do name equals names, name equals name, and then we're going to close it with the closing tag. And then let's see how it displays in the browser. All right, there we have it. Those are all the names in the array that we just created called names. Another important thing to remember is each component has to have a key and it has to be unique. So I'm going to use the index because the index will always be unique. And put an index. Without this, you'd always be getting an error saying that each component mapped would need a key. And there you have it. I'm seeing this through a browser extension for React apps. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you haven't, hit that like button. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions about the video, please leave a comment down below and we'll get back to you. And thanks again for watching. See you next time.